My coworker always blames her imposter syndrome for sucking at her job. Now everyone sees her incompetence. I am a woman and have a female coworker who, like most of us, myself included, struggles with imposter syndrome. Here's the thing, Allison. She is legitimately terrible at her job. She'll bungle something up and someone will need to go bail her out. Projects that should take 2 weeks take a year. Seriously. She claims to be making an effort to learn the technical skills required to do her job, but I have seen little to no improvement in the five years she's been at the company. We have interns outperforming her. It's routine that she's unable to perform her task, so someone else does it for her and then she often takes the credit. She claims that she's not respected by coworkers because she's a woman. But no, it's because her work speaks for itself. This coworker often comes to me to discuss being a woman in the workplace and imposter syndrome, seemingly looking for validation. Whenever she messes something up or doesn't understand something, she chalks up her feelings of not understanding to imposter syndrome and decides she's actually skilled after all. It's more Dunning-Kruger than imposter. I've spent dozens of hours teaching her to do things that she ultimately forgets and bailing her out of simple tasks. As women, we're constantly reminded to build up other women in the workplace. I feel like she expects this of me. She often cries about imposter syndrome and then I feel bad and try to say some platitudes like, hey, you can learn how to do this to make her feel better. I feel uncomfortable when she cries to me at work and feel as if a boundary is being crossed. In addition to being part of her personal mentorship squad/cleanup crew, I feel emotionally manipulated. I don't know how to handle this. We share a manager who knows about her technical misgivings and how much of a resource drain she is, but he's, inexplicably to everyone who works with her, kept her employed here for 5 years, so I don't know what I'd even say to him. I find it unlikely that I'll be able to affect her employment situation, but how do I extricate myself from being who she looks to for validation? Any other tips on dealing with a person like this? Update. I took the advice and did a lot better at short-circuiting conversations that veered toward the emotional. It felt extremely weird at first because I'd start going back to work and looking at my computer screen while she was still in my office staring at me, but eventually, she got the point and would leave. It didn't totally stop, but the conversations ended a lot sooner. The coworker still acts insane, but I got a lot better at redirecting it away from myself. A few months after the letter, I moved to a different team at the same company and I'm totally loving it. As a result, I don't have much more interaction with that specific coworker. When I told her I was leaving the team for a new opportunity, she didn't wish me well. She immediately started talking about how, oh yeah, well, I got a job offer too, but I turned it down. I don't think I believe it, but that's beside the point. In the weeks after I started my new job, she actually tried asking me to physically come to her location and do some of her work. I didn't play ball here. She stopped asking pretty fast. I occasionally see her when I visit my old boss. When I see her now, she bizarrely starts monologuing about how challenging/important/influential her work is. It isn't. It seems like she feels the need to prove herself to me now in front of her boss. It's a strange interaction every time. Then later, she'll often ping me and complain about how she's having a hard time with work/personal life/imposter syndrome/whatever. Now that I'm removed from it, I totally see that her game is pretend to know what she's doing, and when someone figures out she doesn't play the woman card and make people, particularly people in power, feel bad for her instead of actually working to get better at her job. This trick seems to have had moderate success so far, even on myself. I put up with her nonsense for too long, but I suspect it will catch up with her eventually. There are rumors that her team is going to be disbanded or reorged or something. My old boss admitted that he's trying to help her build skills so she's actually employable by someone else after that happens. Anyway, glad I'm no longer involved in that hot mess and can just watch from the sidelines. Setting boundaries really helped me be less of a target for her and will help me deal with other difficult coworkers in the future.